Look at it from a different perspective. See what it is that you are making bigger than God. Hi guys, it's Yolanda. Welcome back to the channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new here. I need to trust God more. Is He enough? Recently, I just came out of a really tough season with the Lord, and a part of what He was showing me during that time, and even so now, He is Jehovah Jireh. He is Yahweh. He is the I Am. I dealt with a lot of trust issues with the Lord because I found myself saying to brothers and sisters that, yeah, I trust the Lord. But when I was faced with an impossible situation, it was very difficult for me to trust God because I started to revert to the natural ways, the things that I saw in front of me, the things that I felt like I wanted to put my hand to. And the Lord was trying to show me, no, I am your provider. The earth is mine and the fullness thereof. Everything belongs to me. And during that time, I had to really self-examine. I had to really seek the Lord. I had to really seek ye first the kingdom. And it was very difficult. So God showed me that in a relationship, in our earthly relationships, trust takes time. And a lot of times we don't trust the Lord because we don't first trust ourselves. Think about it from the perspective of you're in a relationship with your significant other. Maybe a time in that relationship where you deflected your feelings onto them, meaning you were doing the wrong thing. So you suspected or you accused them of doing something that maybe they weren't doing because you know you weren't doing it. So that trust is not there. That doubt is there. That fear is there. So in our earthly relationships, just as we have to build trust, it's going to be the same thing with God. You have to, in order to trust God more, you're going to have to give yourself some grace. You're going to have to really seek Him. You're going to have to spend time with Him. And you're really going to have to go after Him in a way that you've never went after Him before. And when I say that, I mean put Him in the forefront of the problem. So for me, God allowed this Red Sea moment. And the Red Sea moment is when He brings the children of Israel, He brings them out of bondage. And then they're at the Red Sea. The water is in front of them. The sea is in front of them. Pharaoh is behind them. The enemy is behind them. They have no way to go. The only thing left to do for them is to trust God. And in that situation, God showed me that you are going to, in this journey, when I'm bringing you out of a situation, it's not going to be rainbows and sunshine. It is going to be a pivotal moment in your journey where your faith is tested, where your trust is tested, where you're really going to have to ask yourself, is God enough? Do I really trust Him? And in my Red Sea moment, it was an impossible situation. It was a situation that only God could bring me out of. The enemy was behind me. There was no way for me to go. And I had to stand still, stand firm in the Word of God. And in doing so, I was able to see God in a different way. I took time spending with Him. I ran to God in my anger, in my frustration, in my disbelief, in my fear. A lot of us sometimes don't like to use that word fear, but the truth of the matter is, a lot of us fear what we don't understand. We fear what we cannot control. And if you're in an impossible situation where you're going to have to trust God, fear is going to be there because it's uncertain. It's a land that you never treaded before. It's a land that you've never walked. It's a place you've never been before with Him. And in the journey, in our Christian walk, we're always going to be stretched by the Lord because He wants us to grow. He wants us to take your situation right now, look at it from a different perspective. See what it is that you are making bigger than God. You may be faced with an impossible situation, a situation that you cannot do anything about. It is out of your control. And God has you there because He is trying to show you, I am your provider. I am the waymaker. I am the miracle worker. I perform signs, miracles, and wonders. So take some time to sit with the Lord. Take some time to build a relationship, because trust is built. It doesn't happen overnight. And that was one of the things that frustrated me in the journey. I wanted it to just be done. Just let's get to it. I trust you, Lord. But it doesn't happen that way. That's unrealistic. Trust takes time. So give yourself some grace.